pediatrician uses the model above to estimate the height h of a boy in inches in terms of the boy's age a in years between the ages of 2 and 5. Based on the model, what is the estimated increase in inches of a boy's height each year? Okay, well, I can see right away this is a y equals mx plus b situation, right? Where this is the change, right? This is the rate of change, and then this is the starting point. So we want to know what's the estimated increase. Well, increase means how much does it go up? Well, it changes by positive 3 each year, so it goes up by 3 each year. Questions 15 and 16 refer to the following information. So let's just read the graph real quick and get an understanding, just a basic understanding before we look at the questions. But in general, like, you want to look at the graph, but then like make sure you really get to the questions. So it's total cost of renting a boat by the hour, and that's what the graph above displays the total cost, C in dollars, of renting a boat for 8 hours. So I can see along the y-axis is the cost, so like the C is the y, right? And then along the x-axis is the h, so the h is the x. And I can see like, okay, it starts at a certain cost and then it goes up depending on how many hours I rent it. Okay, so what does the c-intercept represent in the graph? Okay, well, remember c is like the same as y, so the question is, what does the y-intercept represent? Well, it's here, right? And that's where it hits the y-axis. And what does it represent? Well, the y-intercept usually represents the starting point, because what this says is that even if you rent the boat for 0 hours, you still have to pay $5. So let's see. Total number of, the initial cost of renting the boat. This sounds good, right? Starting point, initial means basically at the start. So this looks like a good answer. Let's just real quick read the other ones. The total number of boats rented. No, this is like the cost of renting one boat, right? The total number of hours the boat is rented. No, that's here. Like, these are the hours, right? That's not the c-intercept. The increase in cost to rent the boat for each additional hour. No, this is like the starting point, and then the increase is like here, right? It's like as the graph goes up, it increases. So no, he looks good, the initial cost. Which of the following represents the relationship between h and c? So basically, remember, h is x and c is y, and so we're basically just looking for like a y equals mx plus b equation, which means we need the y-intercept and we need the slope. So the y-intercept we've already sort of talked about is 5, right? So right away, I notice there's 2 equations that have a y-intercept of 5. So I'm going to cross off the other ones. And so then the 2 slopes that I have an option of picking from are 3/4 and 3. So let's look at the graph. So remember, we count rise and run. So I'm going to count the rise is 1, 2, 3. And then the run is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think, oh, it's 3/4. But wait, right? So now this answer is tempting, and I'd be like, oh, I counted the rise and the run, and it was 3/4, and I would pick B. But be careful, because look, this is not actually 4. Because look, here's 1 hour. For some reason, they graphed it in a way where this was 4 spaces. So this is not actually 4 hours, right? This is just 1. So this is actually 3/1. Oops, sorry, this is a 1. This is actually 3/1, which is just 3. Okay? So it's kind of tricky, right? And you notice that answer choice is very tempting. But actually, this is the correct answer.